Yeah. Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I am Clayton Kershaw. I can fit 6 baseballs in my hand.
Yeah, that was cool. Uh, I'm Dan, and I'd like to welcome you to our shortest and last episode of Half Mental.
Is it?
Holt and I have been able to endure quite a bit in our baseball friendship. Uh, our teams have eliminated the other person's teams from the playoffs. We've shared the joys of the other person's team winning championships, but I I am not able to process Albert Pujols being a Los Angeles Dodger. I don't think I don't think we can make it past this.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
I feel so many different ways that I didn't expect. Holt.
Tell me more.
I
I don't
thought,
actually don't know how I feel about it myself.
yeah, I don't know how you should feel about it either. Um, so he was released by the Angels like 10 days ago now or something like that.
Yeah.
And he, so he had to clear waivers. And once he cleared waivers, whoever signed him was going to sign him for a prorated league minimum contract because the Angels are going to pay him 20, whatever, almost $30 million now. And I think I just like thought it was going to be the Cardinals
Yeah.
because I think it actually like makes a little bit of baseball sense for the Cardinals. And like, I don't know. I just I didn't want him to end up. I didn't want him to end up with like the Rockies or somebody like that that would like not matter. So it came out a few days ago that he and the Dodgers agreed on a deal. And I think I felt okay about it. You know, he would potentially have an opportunity to have like some important moments. Um, I would be like, there was some risk in him coming back to the Cardinals and that he would just be so bad that it would like ruin his image for the current generation of young Cardinal fans,
Mhm.
which would be bad, sort of. Um, but then it was actually, I think today was when they officially announced it, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Dodgers. And the thing that got me more upset than I would have ever guessed is that he is wearing jersey number 55. And I was just not prepared for him to be wearing the jersey number of a fourth outfielder in spring training.
Yeah.
Um, and like, so Corey Seager wears number 5 for the Dodgers. And Corey Seager's really good, but like, there are mechanisms for numbers to change. I don't know, like, he can be number 5 next year again, right?
I don't
I
know.
think I think Corey Seager should have given it up, man.
We're having some weird audio stuff, but okay, it's better.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I never really even thought of that. I
Well,
mean,
I did think about it for so long
I
today.
thought like I was so convinced that, and there was like stuff coming out on Twitter. There was like the Dodgers have talked to Pujols and they agree in the role that he's going to play. Like I was so convinced that he was just like never going to see the field ever. Like it,
Yeah.
maybe worst case scenario, like in an extra inning game, he pinch hits and then he has to come in and play first or something.
Yeah. Well, he is starting first baseman and batting cleanup for the
Batting cleanup.
night.
So I don't know. But also I feel like Oh no. Sorry, there's a interesting dog situation outside. Um, so I just like the nice thing is I don't really I think that if he doesn't perform, he just becomes an extra bat, which like pretty cool to have Albert Pujols as your extra bat, I think. Like
Yeah.
that seems like it can't be a bad thing.
So the other thing that
But doesn't he hit into like a record amount of double plays?
the most double plays ever. Yes,
Yeah, so that is a
he's
little
hit more
concerning.
double plays. I mean, he's very slow. Um,
But
but so part of
wait. I gotta finish this thought.
okay,
Um, but I could also see it just being like one of those weird baseball things
I
where
know.
he like comes in and just kills it, either
So
now or in the playoffs or something, you know?
so obviously, if he Cespedes Family Barbecue talked about that, like the Dodgers seem to be able to like fix people to an extent, right? Um, so maybe that's an option. I think more likely, I mean, he'll have some moment. He's going to hit some home runs, probably. He'll have some moments. I think what bums me out about it being the Dodgers is that he got signed because you guys have like 14 position players on the injured list right now.
Yeah.
And like once those guys are back, there's not space for Albert Pujols on the Dodgers. So he probably doesn't even make it through the season.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think
Um,
there's space for him on our bench for sure.
I don't know.
Our bench is not that deep this year. Um,
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
that said, my favorite text I've sent you in the last week was that I think that the Dodgers injured list could legit win a playoff series.
yeah,
It's
um,
wild.
certainly, certainly possible. I think.
Um, but no, I do see what you're saying. But like from the beginning, I mean, I guess we've been. I just don't know if the Dodgers are going to be healthy at any point this year. We haven't been
Yeah,
yet.
I mean that's yeah. So that's possible.
Um, like Luke Rayleigh right now has spent a lot of time with the Dodgers, and I can't stomach watching him bat one more time. Like,
Yeah,
and I hate saying that because I know it's so hard. Like, it's such a
yeah.
hard thing to do to hit a baseball. But man, he's just terrible. It just feels like an automatic strikeout.
Um,
And I'm not entirely convinced that Albert Pujols is going to feel much different. But at least he does have 5 home runs this year, which is
yeah.
not
So he had
anything to
a
like
yeah
turn your nose
in
at.
like limited at bats too. I
Yeah.
mean that's it's not full time at bats. Um, yeah, I mean, I just I just hope I don't know. I just think like St. Louis was going to give him the longest leash and the most love to be bad,
Yeah.
right? And
But why didn't they do it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd hate to think that they didn't try to do it. The only report I heard out of the Cardinals is that they had like internal discussions on the matter. And to me, like John Mozeliak is he's now the president of baseball operations, right? Which I think is a term that the Dodgers invented, actually. Um,
Probably.
but like, if you're the president of baseball operations and you find out that Albert Pujols is a free agent, and you're not immediately on the
Yeah.
phone with his agent, like you don't have to have a meeting about signing Albert Pujols to a league minimum contract. I don't, like that's not like a, hey, let's workshop some ideas. That's like, no, I'm John Mozeliak, and this is the right thing to do,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah. I
Um,
was like fairly certain that there was no other ending to this story other than he goes back to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So,
Dodgers injuries started piling up, and I was like, well, I guess we could pick up Pujols, and then here we are.
and then Jay Jaffe of Fangraphs predicted that he still is taking at bats as a Cardinal by September.
Interesting.
So who knows? Pujols in his press conference today too said he expects to play next year. So who knows what's going to happen?
But didn't his wife say he was retiring?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of so. There's kind of so he like left St. Louis sort of awkwardly, right? And then part of the report when he got released from the Angels is that he told the Angels he like only wanted to play if he was an everyday player or whatever. And then he said today that he never told them that. And then his wife said the thing earlier about how this is his last season. This is the weirdest graphic, by the way.
I can't get it right. It's not sized appropriately.
But so like, I don't know.
Got a little gut.
He's not great at like. There's like a communication thing missing there a little bit too. I think
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why that's an issue specifically, but
I'm definitely like pretty anxious to watch his first at bat tonight. I've been trying to like wean myself off of watching all these Dodger games because they're just keeping me up so damn late.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like I need to watch tonight.
You should definitely watch his at bat.
Yeah.
I mean, I was ready to like wear my Pujols jersey non-stop if he signed with the Cardinals again. Like I'd be taking showers in that thing,
Your reaction is what's funny is your reaction is the exact same as Chris Musselman's.
Really?
Yeah, he has been so. Like I sent both you guys a text about a tweet that went out about him, the likelihood of him ending up with the Cardinals, and you guys both said like, "Don't play with my emotions like that" or something.
It made me think of like there was that point we discussed in our season previews about in the off season when it didn't seem like the Cardinals were going to do anything, right? And we ended up getting Arenado, and he's been great, and everything was great. But like, there was this moment where it was like, fine, just bring Wainwright and Molina back, and we'll like have a few fun moments at least, And like, I still don't think the Cardinals are a great team, and like, we might as well just have Pujols on it,
Right.
Like he's not going to be
Cardinals
taking
are like
the spot.
tied for first place in the National League.
I know.
Maybe not anymore, but
not quite anymore. But we had a rough weekend. But
yeah, thanks for nothing.
But I don't know. Like you might as well just have Albert Pujols on your team.
Yeah,
I think.
So do you think the Cardinals are for real, or do you think the West is just that good?
The Cardinals are not for real, I don't think. I mean, our pitching has shown that it can be great. They walked a ton of
26, I think it was, unless that was a joke, but
no, that is probably right.
The number 26 was thrown around in a group text that I'm in with a couple Cardinals fans.
I saw a headline today and didn't click on it about we could set the record for most walks, I think. I think we're like on pace for the most walks.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
Terrible.
I mean, setting records though.
So, no, I mean, the Cardinals aren't for real necessarily, and that was like the Padres B team. Still, the Padres are kind of decimated as well.
Yeah, no, I mean it absolutely was.
Like Cronenworth and Grisham were like their best. Well, Machado's playing. Yeah, is back now. I don't know. It was a bad weekend for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would stay on that winning thing that they were doing and kind of help the Dodgers out a little bit.
No.
Didn't happen.
Well, should we? We could move on to another homecoming. I just was looking at right before I logged on here. Holt.
What is it? Who is it?
John Lester is pitching in Wrigley tonight.
That's right, which means that
And
Kyle Schwarber is also there.
And Schwarber hit a home run already.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. That's wild. I want to see the score I did.
Well, that's basically all I've been thinking about for the last.
I know. I don't know how we work around that, although we do have to do power rankings. Corey Seager broke his hand. He fractured his hand. And everything I'm reading is like actually pretty decent news on it. Like it's the 5th metacarpal, which is like.
Yeah, it's my least favorite metacarpal, so that's good.
Yeah, it's the least impactful or something like that. So his timeline is much shorter than anyone guessed. I mean, he's 4 to 6 weeks, I think, for sure. The 4 being the absolute minimum, and I can't see us rushing him back. The Dodgers kind of.
I don't know. You might have to see how well Gavin Lux can play shortstop. See how much.
God, he made a play last night. I meant to text you about this. Gavin Lux might live up to the hype. He is really good.
So he can play shortstop?
He made a play last night that was actually like yesterday. That was like, I didn't even get it. So it was like a line drive back to the pitcher. So Lux is playing short and he reacts to the ball, obviously. So he moves towards the center of the infield. It deflects off the pitcher. So he has to run the opposite way. He barehands it and does this, you've seen it done before, but just this crazy arm angle.
Yeah.
Throws a freaking dart to Max Muncy and gets the out. Like it really was incredible. And I mean, it's one of those plays that it's not like you haven't ever seen it before, but it's like, holy hell, if I threw a ball like that, it would be like in the 15th row of the stands, like, I guess it's pretty generous to my arm strength, but, and then Lux had the hit that has sort of ignited the Dodgers.
Oh yeah, he had that cool home run. Yeah.
I fortunately was feeling really good about the Dodgers game on May 11th against the Mariners. And sure enough, we were down like in the 7th or 8th. And I think it was the 8th. And I think we were down 3-4. And it just felt like, oh, and man, Mookie had bases loaded in the 7th and got a strike 3 call on. It was a 9-pitch at bat. He was up there battling. Mookie's still looking for his first moment in LA in front of fans. Like he really hasn't had a big moment yet in front of fans. It's true. He's had a rough year.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt like it. It was like, okay, May 11th, we're going to turn this shit around. At this point, we'd lost 3 in a row and 15 out of our last 20. Poor guy battles his butt off, gets a ball 2 or 3 inches inside off of the plate, and it gets called for strike 3. And it was just then I was just like, oh my God, we're going to lose this game. And that's going to play a big factor in it. And then Gavin Lux hit that 3-run home run. And as soon as he hit it, he threw his bat towards the dugout and was like, let's fucking go. It was awesome.
It's pretty good.
Also, I heard the next day that, not that I care or have made us think about it, because this will be the first time we've heard about it, but Mookie Betts has, he's leading baseball in missed, calls against, basically.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he has the most balls called for strikes against him of any player, which is an insane stat, by the way. I didn't even know that existed.
That it exists, yeah.
But and then the Dodgers as a team also are leading all teams in that stat, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
Because I've been barking all year. I was like, what is the deal with the umpiring?
it's been a terrible year.
It really has been. I think something has to change.
Yeah. Um, the Kansas City Royals, the hot team at the beginning of the year, they lost at one point 11 straight.
Dang. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So they're out of it.
All right, cool. So I'll put him like third in my power rankings.
Yeah, so adjust your power rankings accordingly.
Wow, they have a run differential of -30.
Um, oh, there was kind of a big debut. Jared Kelnick. Did
Oh
you see
yeah, I'm
this?
glad you brought that up.
So
0 for 4 on his first night.
yeah, and then he was 3 for 5, and in like a huge, I believe it was a home run and 2 doubles, and
Home
just
run and 2 doubles.
looked good. But then he's had 2 0 for 5 since then.
Oh,
But he's one of these, I mean, I don't know, that dude is a baseball player. Like, you can just,
yeah.
like, you watch him swing and run, and it's just like, oh, yeah, he's better than everyone else at this. Like, I don't think it doesn't take a scout,
Right.
because I am not a scout.
Doubles too was like not a double, which was cool.
Yeah.
It was like
I saw that, and he was,
to the
I mean,
left
he was
of the
going
center
2
fielder.
all the way.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm going 2. I don't care.
Um,
That
I mean, people are super hyped about him.
this is the half mental question of the week that we do every week.
This is a new feature.
I was thinking
We're
about
debuting a new feature for our last episode.
I was thinking about this today. All of our thousands of viewers, leave your answer to this question in the comments below. Also like and subscribe. If you were to like invest in a baseball card that in like 30 to 40 years you think you could sell for 250 grand plus, who would it be?
Are we looking for like return on investment? I guess that's what you're.
Yeah, so like right now, if you decided I'm going to blow, like you already have the benefit of knowing it's a good card. So let's say you have $500 to make this decision. So you can go on eBay and you can buy a already graded 10 score autographed card by X player because you think it's going to be worth huge money in 30 to 40 years. Who is it?
I don't. You know what first popped in my mind?
I don't.
It doesn't. I don't know if do they do college baseball cards?
No.
So the first thing that popped in my mind is Jack Leiter.
Yeah.
Leiter.
Later.
Because I think that dude is gonna be it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That'd be messed up, by the way, if they did college baseball cards.
You're right. That would be. Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to have an industry built around making a lot of money for kids that don't make any money. That would be, nobody would ever think of that.
You know, it'd be even worse if you ran them out and like jeopardized their health so that they couldn't really do much afterwards if they got hurt, but then they had nothing to show for the hard work and dedication they put in. That'd be gross. Weird. That would be so sick.
And if while you were doing that, you devalue the education they're getting by forcing them to sign up for classes that don't matter.
So that they're just totally useless when they get out into the real world, which is an inevitability for like 98% of them.
This was a fun that was good.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't really know. I actually did some research on this today. I would be pretty tempted to go like Mike Trout would be a pick, but I think that he's already over that
Yeah, he's got
$500
some big
threshold.
cards already. Yeah.
So I think Ronald Acuna, you could probably still get like a decent Ronald Acuna card for that range, but maybe not even that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, um,
I mean, I guess you could look towards like Adley Rushman, the catcher from the Orioles. Um, you've got like Spencer Torkelson in Detroit. I mean, these are like super young guys, you know.
right.
I mean, Jared Kelnick would be a guy
Yeah, Kelnick
to
could be
look at.
one.
Um,
Um,
you could get into that range.
I looked
Um,
at some cards today, like just I don't know, it was a weird thing.
is this?
I was like,
I,
should I buy a Clayton Kershaw rookie card and just do it right now and like hope that one day it's worth tons of money, and then also like I'll just love it as a possession of mine.
yeah.
But like I'm
What would that run you if you wanted to do that?
it's not, I mean, it's silly and ridiculous and my wife would kick me, but it's not crazy money at all. It's like
Yeah.
that, like one of the most expensive one I found was like $500, but you can get them for like 100 to 250.
Yeah.
But the thing
Um,
is, like, if Kershaw's rookie year was quite some time ago, so if
right.
I'm buying $100 Kershaw rookie card this far after his rookie year, is it even going to be worth anything?
I don't know. I guess I don't really know how that stuff works at
Yeah.
all. Um,
So in my, sorry, I'll stop talking about cards in 1 second. But when I did collect cards, I loved this specific kind, I guess, series called Topps Gold Label, and they still make them, but they're part of what's called now like premium cards. So you buy a box for like $250, and it has like 5 packs in it. You get like 20 total cards, but they guarantee like a crazy card. You know, like you get one autograph,
yeah.
and then those autographs are either like somewhat generic, but then some are like numbered, and then some are like double autographs. There is a double autograph Topps Gold Label from last year that's Trout Otani,
Oh man.
and it's going for $25,000. But anyway,
That's awesome.
like what a funny hobby that I guess is still very much alive and well.
Yeah.
Um, wow, who knew that we'd go there?
I don't know, man. Well,
Power rankings?
presumably you did.
Yeah, I guess I did. Should we go ahead and do power rankings because it's getting close to game time?
Yeah.
You're first. Oh, I have one more thing.
Yeah.
I meant to send this to you. Did you see the Colton Wong exchange with Nolan Arenado?
No, I did not.
Pretty adorable. Colton Wong was like mic'd up,
Man, I'm still upset about Colton Wong.
and he was like, he's like, how you like it in St. Louis? And Arenado's like, I love it. He's like, yeah. It's like, I'm happy, but man, I'll send you. I just butchered it, but it was like very like he was clearly very adoring of St.
Yeah.
Louis, which was cool. All right, you're up, Dan.
Okay. Um, all right, 5-1, right?
Yep,
Man,
it's hard.
this this year is crazy.
I know.
I like don't want to put a National League team in this
I'm
power
struggling with that too, actually.
power rankings. Um,
I think I have mine if you want me to go.
um, yeah, you go first.
Okay. I hate mine, but I'm gonna just play them as they lie or whatever. I'm going San Diego Padres at number 5. I'm going to go Houston Astros at number 4.
Houston's been real hot.
Yeah. I'm going to go Oakland Athletics at number 3. I'm going to go Boston Red Sox at number 2 and Chicago White Sox at number 1. Eddie D.
Yeah, man, I'm just still not in on the White Sox or the Red Sox. I guess I just need to get on board. I don't know, man.
I mean, you certainly don't have to, but they're pretty good.
I guess they are. I'm gonna go Houston, Toronto.
Cool.
Those Blue Jays are good.
I know. And they're on a good little stretch right now. Yeah.
Houston, Toronto. San Diego. I mean, now I'm about to put Boston number 2, too. I'll do Boston and the White Sox.
Really haven't bought in yet.
I haven't. I didn't say I'm.
Yeah, you put them at number 2, though. Houston, Toronto, San Diego.
The White Sox are absolutely the number 1, I think. I don't know how you argue.
I thought you were about to say, I'm just not in on the White Sox yet. I was like,
No, I think I did. I think I misspoke the first time.
Well, that was cool. That's a pretty similar lineup.
Yeah. Holt, did you see Miami's, like, the city uniforms they debuted today?
Yeah, I think I dig them.
Oh, they are real good looking.
Yeah. And, like, you throw Jazz in one of those things.
Yeah.
Jazz is cool. I want Jazz. Jazz might be a good answer for that rookie card thing.
That's actually true. You probably get a pretty cheap Jazz card. But he strikes me as a guy that is gonna be around and be real good.
I like that he sounds hungry too. Was it you that told me the story about him like just going up to Derek Jeter and being like, "I want to be in the Hall of Fame"?
Yeah, I think he like met Derek Jeter and was like, "Hey, you need to let me know how to be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I like. I want to be the best ever."
Yeah, that's
which
awesome.
is pretty cool to say to Derek Jeter.
Yeah. Well, this was really fun. I think that we keep saying this, but I think that we should get back in the studio next show.
Okay.
And if you don't watch Albert Pujols tonight, I'm sure I'll let you know how he does.
I hope you take good care of him.
Oh, we will. He will be treated very well in LA.
I hope so. Because I love him so much.
And hopefully he just starts dropping bombs too. Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking 2 home run game tonight. Maybe cools off for a couple weeks and then just goes on a tear. We don't need him to. That's the thing. We don't need him to hit home runs. Just get on base.
Yeah, but then he's got to run around.
Never mind. Just hit the ball at the park.
Yeah.
That's all we need. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bet there'll be like 3 more no-hitters by then. Bye.